It's March 21st. It's the first full day of spring. This is my first walk in spring. And it's minus 14 Celsius, which is plus 7 Fahrenheit. So I got a ways to go till it's really spring. The long-range forecast does show temperatures up around or just above freezing sort of as we get into April. So there's that. But the snow will be with us well into April, clearly. And you can always get more at this point, which delays the final disappearance even more. Nevertheless, the sun's shining, and there's always warmth in the sun this time of year, so that's good. I've had a busy morning already. Of course, there's Kickstarter stuff. It's just a hair under 70% funded. tinyurl.com/shapersofworlds4 is where you want to go to back, which you want to do, I'm sure. This is for the anthology featuring authors who were guests of my podcast, where I talk to science fiction and fantasy authors about the creative process. It's the fourth one I've kickstarted. Just, almost 70%, just under $8,400, which will be 70% of the $12,000 I'm aiming for. And we're 1 weekend, so there's still more than 3 weeks to go because it's a 30-day campaign. So I'm pretty confident it'll fund. It's ahead of previous years, and they all funded. But still, you're in the middle of the campaign. It just slows way down, and some days you may not get anybody, which is always scary. I have had one backer today, but it was only for $5, so could do a little better than that, I hope, today. Yesterday was pretty good. It was over 300 came in new yesterday. So. And then today's also a book birthday from Shadowpaw Press Reprise. Today's the day that The Ghosts of Spiritwood, a YA ghost story, originally published in French by a local French publisher. It's written by Martine Noëlma, who also translated it. And it's out today, everywhere. And the handy URL for that is books2read.com/The Ghosts of Spiritwood. And you can buy a copy, which I really think you should, because it's good. So I had a bunch of that stuff to do today. Now I'm heading downtown so I can get some editing done. That's what I'll be focusing on for most of the rest of the day. Had some big news yesterday, but I can't share it yet. How's that for a teaser? Yeah, that kind of covers it. Except for walking, which I'm doing now. I'm going to Brood Awakening. I'll work there for a bit, then I'll move to the hotel and work there for quite a bit longer. And then I'll head home at some point. It's going all the way up to -9 later, but not going to be a melty day. The main roads and sidewalks are good, but again, these residential sidewalks are awful. And it is making me less likely to go for my usual walks in the neighborhood, that's for sure. Walking downtown isn't bad, because most of the sidewalks are clear. And here, you keep running into nasty patches of ice. But again, bright and a sunny day. Okay, the corners are always bad. Always a question of which is the best way to go. Probably stay on the level. It's when you get a slope that you're in trouble. We'll ease our way over here. Cross over here. Ow! Sorry, I have something weird going on in my left knee. Just fine most of the time, then every now and then it just stabs me like it just did. And it came out of the blue while I was sitting singing the other night, so... Ow! Boy. Ow. I may have to stop walking if this keeps up. Well, that was annoying. I just flex it a little bit here. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I haven't twisted it or anything that I'm aware of. It just suddenly... And it's a very sharp and sudden pain that comes out of the blue. So I don't know what that means. Hopefully it takes care of itself and I don't have to go see a doctor. Generally what they tell you with things like that is... I think I have time to cross because this just turned green, so I'm going to cross. Wish me luck. Usually with things like that they say, oh well, you did something and you'll just have to wait till it fixes itself. So I'm going to stick to Albert because less ice. So if I suddenly go, oh, you'll know what it is. Again, Saskatchewan Government Telephone's original building, now part of the Royal Saskatchewan Museum. See, now it feels fine. But it felt fine right back there too until it suddenly stabbed me. I don't know if this escape room is still here or not. The sign is still here, but a lot of those things took a hit during the pandemic, so it says open, but I don't know if that's for the escape room or for the other thing that's in there. There used to be a goldsmith there. That's where my wedding ring was made. Thai restaurant we never eat at. I don't know why. I think I've eaten in there maybe 3 times in the 30 years I've lived in Regina. And it's close, too. But we always go to Viet Thai, which is a little further up. Not a cloud in the sky, unlike yesterday, which was quite gray. We're going to have to wait for this light, or at least wait till the traffic isn't coming to my right. It's a one-way street, so it's an easy one to safely jaywalk. Nobody's coming, but people are coming at the moment. I think that's it. I can go now. Looks clear. Good morning, the Nature Inn Village. I'm doing fine. How are you? Well, except for the aforementioned occasional stabbing pain in my knee, I'm fine. Class Act Studios over there, where my daughter danced. Of course, the other side of the street would be warmer. Yes, if you're just joining me, it's minus 14 Celsius, which is about plus 7 Fahrenheit, to start the first full day of spring. My first walk in spring is indistinguishable from my walks in winter. Except the sun is higher. Coffee shop I just went by, I think they've closed. One of the older apartment buildings. I'm waiting for them to open over there. There's always been a restaurant there. And then the last one that was there has been closed for a while, but this new one is coming, but it hasn't opened yet. Tacos and Tequila, Blanco Cantina. This is the Braemar. Another one of the old apartment buildings over there. Also has some businesses in the lower level. And then coming up is First Presbyterian Church, where we were married 25 and a half years ago, September 1997. Seems like only yesterday in some ways. Other ways, it seems like 25 years. What with having raised a daughter to the age where she's now graduating from university, you know, a certain amount of time has gone by. I think I'll just go straight to Victoria today. Walk down Victoria Avenue, that is. It'd be nice to take a walk in Victoria, BC this time of year. They'll have cherry blossoms coming out soon. It'll be a while here. The cat cafe over there. A lot of cats in the window. It's the Nouveau Gallery. Often bought artwork there. Chamber of Commerce here. Indian Bistro. Never eaten in there. It smells like Indian right now. It's from the curry, like sort of curry smell you associate with Indian restaurants. This is a sushi place. I have eaten in here. Never done the karaoke they have upstairs though. That smells good too. Maybe I'm hungrier than I think. This is the number one fire hall here. Sort of the main fire station and presumably fire department offices. Yeah, the sidewalks downtown have melted off pretty good. Anywhere where the sun can get to them. Despite it not really being above freezing, the sun is so much warmer this time of year because it's higher in the sky that it has helped these sidewalks a lot. But the sidewalks in my in the residential area where I was walking yesterday were terrible. Because any melting results in ice. That's why the downtown walk is actually very pleasant because there's no ice. But that walk yesterday was worrisome in spots, and even walking from my house up the Crescent was bad this morning. Terrible icy spots. To be very careful. I haven't fallen this winter, but knock wood, there's none handy. I'll use my head. There we go. Not that I'm superstitious. It's bad luck to be superstitious. That's Viterra over there. Used to be the Saskatchewan wheat pool, and of course that was originally a department store there. Way back when it was built in the 1914 range, 12, somewhere in there. It's a handsome building. But it's just offices now. We're at the Esso station. I will cut off a little bit here by walking through their lot. I see a note there, but at the moment the sun's too bright for me to read it. Just a second here. I'll be in some shade. Yes, it's minus 14 Celsius, plus 7 Fahrenheit to start spring with. It goes up to around freezing like tomorrow, I think, but we're getting hopefully a last chilly gasp here. The wind is sharp. The wind chill is minus 24 or something like that. Sub-zero Fahrenheit. Not quite a bit, actually. But, you know, the sun is warm, so that helps. Which is why I really wish I was walking on the sunny side of the street. But... oh, here. I can cross here because the light's going to change momentarily. There we go. This is fresh and sweet behind this fence here. They're a coffee shop I never go to for some reason. Well, not more than a coffee shop, more of a restaurant, but also a coffee shop. And I never go there. Hardly ever. I wouldn't say never ever. This takes us by City Hall now on this side. See the flags flying bravely up there. That's the courthouse on that side, provincial courthouse. Or is that the federal courthouse? No, it's the provincial courthouse. Never mind. There's a municipal courthouse as well for traffic violations, I think. There's City Hall and the flags flying bravely in the very chilly breeze. That's the Balfour over there, that apartment building, my favorite old apartment building. The evil-looking building coming up to our left is Revenue Canada, a tax people. And they know they're evil, see? Otherwise they wouldn't have made their building look like that. Here's my opinion. Don't audit me. I don't mean nothing by it. Oh, nice clear sidewalks. I love it. Calmest vocal ensemble. Oh yes, actually, Wascana Voices is going to do a workshop with them while they're here. The group I sing with. I think that's what we decided the night before last. This is Knox Metropolitan United Church. Originally a Presbyterian church, like the bulk of United churches were. Some were Methodist originally. Grand Farewell, Per Senatore. Yeah, that's our Baroque ensemble. It's been going for 16 years and they're closing down for some reason. I'm not sure why. Losing players maybe. So yeah, this I've done a lot of concerts in Knox Met. It's kind of a main concert venue as well as being a church. It's where they have the Carol Festival every year at Christmas time. Here's Victoria Park, the cenotaph down there, the First World War memorial that then became just a general war memorial as the wars continued even after the war to end all wars. Fine Titles Building, Hotel Saskatchewan, where I'll be eating lunch and working after I'm done at the coffee shop. Downtown to the Twin Towers, those matching towers there. It's not the Land Titles Building anymore, but in Homestead days that was a very important building. It's got the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame in it now, and government offices, sports, culture and recreation, I think. It's in there. It's kind of the classic Regina look there, the Hotel Saskatchewan and the Sask Power Building beyond that. Built in the 60s, that one. They just have been redoing the facade and doing a bunch of stuff out front on it now too. I don't know what they're doing inside. It's an interesting building because of the curve, and it was designed by Joseph Pettick, who was the architect. He also did City Hall back there and many other important buildings, and not just here, but he was a major architect. He was inspired by Brazilian modernism. He'd spent some time in Brazil. And I have heard that it was originally supposed to be twice that tall, but the socialist government at the time thought that was ostentatious. As a result, it's now far too small. They didn't plan for the future, but socialists are stuck in the past. They're not about the future. Oh, sorry, was that political? There's Street. Old fogey socialists, we like to call them. And as an old fogey, I think I can say that. Ooh, cold. Cold wind. like right along here, you can almost get nothing but fast power in the frame. Not quite, but and this is my coffee shop I'm heading to up here. So I will stop this in a moment. Oh, I'll be glad to get back in the sun. The wind is really sharp. At minus 24 wind chill or whatever it is. And it's amplified, of course, by the building, so it's even higher. Okay, but this is where we're going. So, thank you for walking with me. I'll be back later for the walk home. Bye for now.